Fried Chicken or Fozzie Bear? It's the party game sweeping the nation. We're also going to be playing Muppet or Muffin, so don't leave early because there's good stuff coming. So we are going to be taking a look at two images, and you've got to choose which one of these is Fried Chicken and which one is Fozzie Bear. And I'll tell you this, I didn't put a lot of thought into which side of the screen I put them on, so don't look for any pattern because I have no idea which one is which. While you're thinking, I'm going to give you a fact. This one says that finger licking good was mistranslated when it was sent out to China. In fact, it said, bite your fingers off. It said, eat your fingers. This is Fozzie Bear. That's Fried Chicken. I'm telling you, I want to take a bite out of Fozzie Bear. That's my dream. Two images. Is it this one that's Fozzie Bear or this one that's Fozzie Bear? Our trivia on this one, Fozzie Bear was often the target of ridicule by Stadler and Waldorf, the two old men on the balcony, who, by the way, were named after two old hotels in New York, the Stadler and the Waldorf Astoria. Guest of the all-new Ding Dang Do will stay at the Waldorf Astoria. All right, have you locked in your answer? Do you know which is which? There you go. That's your Fried Chicken over here. There's your Fozzie Bear over there. You can see the spots where it was pulled from. Ooh. A little bit more deceptive now. Getting a little sneakier. Which one is which? Which one's Fried Chicken? Which one's Fozzie Bear? This bit of trivia is unique. So chickens used to be fitted with little glasses because they thought that when chickens would see the color red, when they would see blood, they would peck. They were very, very cannibalistic. They would eat each other. And so as a way to solve this, they made little tiny glasses for chickens. This isn't a joke. They made little tiny glasses. And the expression rose-colored glasses comes from that because they would have rose-colored lenses so the chicken couldn't see the color of blood. All right, now that we're done talking about chicken blood, which one of these is Fried Chicken and which one is Fozzie Bear? Fozzie Bear on this side, Fried Chicken on this side. Fried Chicken and Fozzie Bear looking very similar. I'm telling you, Fozzie Bear looks like he's been battered, he's been rolled in an egg wash, and he's been deep fried. This bit of trivia refers to the Muppet Family Christmas, which is bar none the best Muppet video of them all. Fozzie and his mom, front and center. Fozzie invites everybody over to his house, and then somehow the Sesame Street gang is caroling, and they end up in the middle of the woods. They show up there. Fraggles live in the house. It's Doc, for some reason, is vacationing there, but the Fraggles are also in this house. Not sure how that works. Starting to think Doc is cursed. All right, but you decide which one. Indeed, Fozzie's over here, and the Fried Chicken's over there. Now it's time for an altogether new game. We want to know if it's Beaker or a breath mint. That's right, you're going to be shown two pictures, and if you haven't figured it out by now, I don't know what to say. One is going to be Beaker, one's going to be a breath mint. All right, so get ready. Here we go. It's much harder. It's much harder. One of these is Beaker, one of them is a breath mint. While you're waiting, I'll tell you this bit of trivia. The term halitosis was invented by Listerine. Here's your answer. You can see the little picture of the breath mint. You can see the picture of meep, 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 meep. Beaker. There he is. Talking to that. That's the corporate weasel from the Disney Plus show that I didn't watch. I don't know. I see what might be, it could be breath mints stacked up in a weird manner. Could be digits, I'm thinking. Many years ago, the Muppets did a guest starring part on Monday Night Raw, the WWE wrestling show. And on that show, they canonically decided that Sheamus, the wrestler, is related to Beaker. There you go. You can see a little bit of Beaker's fingers. You can see the breath mints. There you have it. All right. Ready for another? Are you up for the challenge? This time, is it Snuffleupagus or snuff? That's right. Is it Snuffleupagus or chewing tobacco? You have to choose which one. By the way, children, don't chew tobacco. Not good for you. Makes you look gross too. We got two images. One of them is of chewing tobacco. One of them is Snuffleupagus's fur. Keep in mind, these could be pictures from any time during Snuffy's run. When he first started out, he had weird eyeballs, darker fur. Later, he had lighter fur. So it could be, you don't know. And it could be any brand of snuff. In 2016, Major League Baseball outlawed chewing tobacco in the dugouts. Prior to this, this was so common. Like, that's the place that I saw chewing tobacco, was always, you'd watch a baseball game, you'd see the dugout. The Naked Gun did a parody of this where all the wives were spitting chewing tobacco as well as all the baseball players. A very common thing, much like a lack of pepper games. It was a thing in baseball when I was younger that is not a thing anymore, and that's good. I mean, those guys shouldn't be rotting their teeth either. All right, are you ready for the reveal? Let's see. Which one of these is Snuffleupagus? Which one is Snuff? And there you go. See the little can. Always see that indent in the back pocket of a farmer. Used to be every baseball player. That was in their back pocket. And there's Big Bird and Snuffy. Fantastic. All right, we've got another one. We've got Snuff and we've got Snuffleupagus. You got to choose which one. I don't know. Like, one of them kind of looks like fur, but it could be that chew that you pull out of the pouch. That's the one the baseball players use more than the one you stick in your upper lip, the one you bulge out your cheek like you're one half of a Satchmo just playing a trombone solo. But one of these is Snuffleupagus. So you got to choose which one's which. This bit of trivia is about Snuffleupagus being imaginary. Originally, he was imaginary on the show, and they'd always be like, oh, Big Bird, you're just making that up. And then one day they stopped. Now, they've given two reasons for it. One is they were just out of ideas. Because it really, like, as you would watch the show as a kid, you'd be like, how does this keep happening? And number two, they felt that there were a lot of cases where children were telling the truth to their parents and not being believed. So they thought, why have this gimmick here on Sesame Street where you're not believing Big Bird, who's supposed to be a child. All right, one of these is his friend Snuffleupagus. The other one is chewing tobacco. Which one is which? Go ahead and choose. And here you go. There's your answers. You can see a little bit of that chewing tobacco there. You can see the top, the tippy top of Aloysius Snuffleupagus's head. Is it Gonzo or Gum? Very challenging. All right, we've got two images. One of them's Gonzo, one of them's Gum. I think I could tell. This one's pretty easy. Pretty easy, but take a good look. Lock it in. Play. If you're playing with friends at home, make sure you're playing for money. You can't buy chewing gum in Walt Disney World. You can't get it in the airport in Orlando either. Disney doesn't like chewing gum for good reason. They didn't want to be scraping gum off the floor. So you can bring gum there. You just can't get it there. There you go. There you go. All right. It's time for our next challenge. We've got to determine, is this a Muppet? And specifically, we're going to use Janice of the Electric Mayhem. Or is it a Muffin? Muppet or Muppet? Muppet or Muffin? Got two images. One of them looks a lot more Muppety than the other, but I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong on this. The term muffin comes from either the German word muff or the French word mouflet. It's one or the other. It's a muffin. All right, you ready for the answer? Let's see which one's a muffin. There you go. It's the bottom of her chin there. All right, here's your next one. You got to choose. One of them completely one color. The right color, though. Jim Henson claimed this in an interview. He later recanted it. He said, I was just making that up. But he claimed that it was a combination of puppet and marionette. That's how he got Muppet. I've also heard that he claimed it was mop and puppet. But it was not. It was just a catchy name. It was clever. Jim Henson's Muppets. All right, which one of these is Jim Henson's Muppet and which one is not his muffin? Ta-da! It's all the way over on the corner. Sneaky. Right now, a box got to pop up here and a box here. And you can choose either one because I'm in both. I'm going to be back here tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Haven't decided what I'm doing. Might be going out. Might be staying in. Not sure. But I hope you're here. Hope we're back together. Make sure to write Muffin in the comments just to confuse people. And I'll see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock.